It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Coming up next.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
We're through the warm-ups. Both teams are ready. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for. It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Prescott here from the gun. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Cowboys punting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Starts his return from the 23. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Lamar off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Henry on the option. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damn...
And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Ravens start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Turpin with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
1st down, here's Dak. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
Yeah, here we go!
Here's Dak. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So they're gonna have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Brian Anger on now to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Takes this in at the 25. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will go on offense. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now Jackson off the play action. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Lamar now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Baltimore. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Turpin with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now.
Here we go, 40.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Flush down out to his left. He can run it. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football.
Here we go.
They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Short side option here. He's running left. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Deontay Hardy to return this for the Ravens. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Picked up at the 38. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Baltimore running its offense out now. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. First and 10 from the 41. Play fake, Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cut out left. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 20-zip lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, it can mean a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
That finds Elliott complete. And they had that one contained right at the line. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop.
Man, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's forward, gets a couple of yards, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
He's throwing deep to the left side.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion here left. Play action now with Jackson. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Man in motion, out of the slot. Jackson now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
From the gun is Prescott. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah. Wait, take.
Throwing again is Dak. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fight's deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And this close to their end zone, they have got to be careful, but still enough time that they could mount something of a drive here before the half. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st down, Jackson gets this one to Andrews. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, here's Lamar. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Jackson's going to throw again. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Dowdle now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock. 55 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Yeah!
Trying an inside give to Elliott. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Once again, Elliott. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line. A pickup of only 2, and now it's fourth down. Play, and so we will as we advance to the start of the second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Deontay Hardy to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
They go play fake with Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And it sets up second down. They send a man in motion. Throwing again is Lamar. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Jackson throwing here. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Oh, ready?
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Trying down the middle with Henry. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Running once more with Henry. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready. Now they're going to send this one away. Turpin with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand.
Yeah! Here we go!
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. This finds Cooks, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Yeah! Here we go! 26!
Elliott's on 1st and 10. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Elliott running out of the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why? Yeah, here we go. 26.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. They run it from the gun with Elliott. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Yeah!
Right back to Elliott now. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. 26. 26.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Throwing now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys start the 2nd half with some needed points. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point.
Yellow, check pink.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Another run for Henry. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Nice shot. Cut.
Play action. Here's Jackson. That one's complete, right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense.
Yeah!
The drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Cowboys football as we're really just counting down this final quarter. This game seems out of hand. Second and 6 coming up here.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
From the 24. It's caught, Ferguson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They've got a man in motion. First and 10, Prescott escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Here he is on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making the scoreboard look a touch better. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
On second down, here's Henry again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Turning to Henry on third. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on fourth down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys about set to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Yeah, here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yeah. Here we go.
Dak now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Come on. It's not.
Out of the gun, Henry. Breaks through, and he might break away. Spinning his way to the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens put up even more points in a win. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready. Now they're going to send this one away. Dowdle now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Yeah, here we go. Wait.
First down, here's Dak. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Wait.
Throwing again is Dak. Escapes out to the left.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That finds Elliott complete. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Dak out of the pistol. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. It was there. He just couldn't corral it. So it's 2nd down coming up. From the gun is Prescott. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Trying to push it deep downfield, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Let's see what they went with on third down. Here's a give for Henry. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't